pretty nice.
I don't know, but sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. But I think we're good to go.
All right, so
Welcome back to the France Podcast, episode 31, something like that.
just
right?
welcome back, bro. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome back to the France Podcast. Back at with another episode. This one is not live, so this is our second time making an episode without going live while we've had the YouTube channel. So if you're here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, slap a like, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok, both at France Podcast.
And also, make sure to favorite and download our podcast on Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and Google Podcasts.
So yeah.
It's black and white.
Now, what are we going to be talking about in this episode? Because we're kind of like a tight schedule. Like this week, we really we didn't have any time on Tuesday.
Yeah, busy week, very busy week. So
We were talking about getting into the.
if you're wondering,
Avengers.
you're probably we're gonna be posting this at like Sunday, like today. But right now it's 8:30 on a Sunday. I have to write an essay. Start an essay tonight. I don't have to write a whole essay, thank God. But I also have to read.
Man,
Those nachos killing me right now.
I really finished my whole write about that Friday. I really had my dad help me with it. I was like, "Yo, Dad, can you like help me with this? I kind of need to go to Kyle later tonight." And then,
Dude, I saw my stomach hurt. Like,
I know you didn't eat anything. I heard.
I didn't eat anything.
And you did.
What was that?
No,
I didn't.
Is that Kyle? Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing? No, we're not live right now.
We're like,
Well, shh.
we're not.
We're just
we're not
making a regular.
actually
We're
live.
making a regular video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's not gonna be long. Make sure to watch it though. It's gonna be a good one.
At France Podcast.
At France Podcast on YouTube. Yes.
See you guys.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah. Don't forget to
Hey.
subscribe.
What a legend.
Well, what were we just talking about before?
Just busy week.
Oh yeah,
Write
I didn't
about-
eat anything that day, and then I came home and like for dinner I had this like spicy and sweet chicken thing that was like really like rich and like very like soggy kind of. I don't even know how to explain it, but it destroyed me. And fries like it was bad, bro. It was good, but it was bad. You know what I'm saying? But today we're going to be talking about we're going to be doing our rankings for the MCU movies once again. We've done this before. I believe it was our 4th episode on Anchor. So if you want to go back and listen to that, you can see if our reasoning or if some of our picks have changed around a little bit. I think mine might have. I think I've moved, for example, Winter Soldier around a tiny bit. But
Before we
I
get
think
into
they're
that,
generally
though,
the same.
Before we get into that, though, I would like to say that we're gonna. I don't know if we're going to make like a little 5-minute episodes like we said we were going to do, but we're not doing a live one. We're just gonna go over the Red Bull because I bought a Red Bull I think yesterday, and then Jake came over today and we tried it. It's called Coconut
oh yeah,
Berry.
it's right up there.
I'll get the can for you guys. So, gotta remember you guys.
Can has a small dent in it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Chilling.
It's gotta remember you guys can't hear me when I'm away from it. Caught up. So, the can. It's white. It's honestly very misleading.
Yeah, because in the big print it says coconut, but then it actually is coconut berry.
Bro, I can't get a good.
So it confused us. Because when I first tasted it, I was like, this tastes like a blueberry or like a blue raspberry type thing. It tastes blue, is basically what I was saying. So that was a surprise. I didn't really taste much coconut in it. It was like the first
No.
initial taste, for like a split second, tasted like coconut a little bit.
If you want to show it on yours, I don't know if it's gonna be better.
Probably not. Mine's kind of far away today, but yeah, I'll just leave it here for the rest of the episode. Yeah. So I forgot what I gave it. I gave it. Let me look at my my notes here.
We should have like a little special podium. Imagine for like whatever if we tried an energy drink.
Yeah. So
The
watermelon. So the watermelon one, which is right there, I gave it 6.8. It's number one for the Red Bull rankings right now because we've only had 2 Red Bulls. And the coconut berry is a 6.7. So in my opinion, the watermelon was just slightly better than the coconut berry. So
We'll put it. For now, I guess I can put
just
it
leave
like
it right there. It doesn't matter.
right here. And if you guys didn't already tell, we got this new.
You got the new
Kingston
Kingston, the Kingston
logo?
Upstate Originals.
Yeah.
It was on there for my dad's live, and just kept it here. So,
Very cool.
but you don't really know if we're in Kingston or not, though. Like, are we even in Kingston? You don't even know.
I have a better idea. Put it like behind the computer, because although it's not like you can't see it, you can. Like you're not gonna be.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
let's get into this.
without further ado, let's get into the.
Oh yeah,
let's
yeah
get into
wait.
this.
What I ranked it? It was like a blue raz, I think it was a little like I would rather drink the Bang blue raz over it. Gave it a 6.9. I personally liked it more than the watermelon one at the moment. I'm gonna have to try that again if we ever do. Don't know. Basically, for me, it tastes like a carbonated blue Jolly Rancher.
Yeah,
6.9.
That's a good comparison right there. I would have to agree with that.
Without further
Yeah.
ado,
Bro, sometimes it's hard not to just look at the camera, but.
what
What was I? Okay. See you.
haven't looked.
We have this in our notes
Mm-hmm.
section. Dang, man. I haven't been on this in a long time. This is way far down in my notes because I got all the PDFs that I had to scan for school and stuff. Way down there. So we're going to go from 23 to 1. Right now, there should be like 24 or 25 MCU movies out, though. Because it wasn't Eternals like pushed back, and so was Black Widow. Both pushed back. We should have 23. I mean 24, 25, but there's really only 23 out right now. The last one we saw was Far From Home. That feels a long time ago. But anyways, at 23, I have The Incredible Hulk. I think that's pretty
I feel like that's.
self-explanatory.
I think that's shared as the least favorite or the worst MCU movie.
We're not going to give our percentages though, because they're kind of confusing. Because they don't, like my percentages on my MCU movies that I gave, like they don't match up with like
Bro.
what I would actually give it.
Where is my Marvel movie?
Search up MCU, like in the search bar for notes.
I know, but I have like 2 of them for some reason. Hold on. Marvel movies are ranked. The first one I did. And I have 2. But I think I went off my original one. So that's what we're going to do. Because it stays. Wait. Wait, hold on. This might be the wrong one. But I do agree with you. The Incredible Hulk is the same for me. That's the worst MCU movie because I don't want to just stay until like hold on to the. Let's just get into the 22nd
you got
one.
it?
Let's go. And the 22nd worst Marvel
Well,
movie.
23 you have Hulk, right?
Yeah,
Hulk,
it's
alright.
kind of self-explanatory. I'll just give a little.
It's
like,
made by
definition.
Universal. It was one of like the very first MCU movies before they even knew it was gonna really be the MCU,
Let's go,
right?
Yeah.
Didn't even have Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
So I dropped this. I just want to show a picture. Get this show on the road.
Had,
Go
like,
ahead. Well, no, he said use Google. I'm tripping now. Go ahead. Go to Chrome. Go ahead. Speaking out loud. And
Speaking out loud.
click on The Incredible. You can't see me right now. I know it's on Jake, so you don't have to look at me looking it up. Cause no internet, because the power went out today.
Oh yeah,
my
the power
goodness.
did go out today.
Alright, Wi-Fi, turn on the Wi-Fi. This whole process. I should have played the little game when you click on him.
Oh yeah, I haven't played that game in a while.
Alright. The the Wi-Fi on yet? Yes, we are. We are. We are good.
Okay, so we got the Incredible Hulk movie at 23. Number 22, we have.
I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It's not. I'm not gonna really bring it up, but that's the poster thing for it. He didn't even look that good, to be honest with you. I mean, for a Hulk, I guess. The bad guy, it was all right. It wasn't even the actor that plays him now. It doesn't. Yeah, like you said, it's not even Mark Ruffalo. But I guess it was.
He was kind of OP in that movie though. Like he was.
He was taking shots. I think they had a tank pull up on him.
Yeah.
But honestly, we don't need to explain this one. Please. Okay.
Okay. We don't have to do that for every single one though.
No.
Because we'd be here for like 3 hours. But
Let's do it for the last two, like the 1 through 3, the top 3 movies that we have.
yeah. Wait, are you on full screen?
Wait, what the heck, man?
Yeah, that's a clip. That's a TikTok clip. All right.
No.
22, Thor: The Dark World. It just was boring. I don't know how else to explain it. Thor: The Dark World was just a boring movie. What's your 22?
Thor: The Dark World. By
Number-
far. It was a little confusing to follow along, not on remembering, and it had some boring parts. Didn't really keep you in it the whole way. I remember the bad guy, though. I don't remember how he got bodied. I remember there's like some red swirls around him, though, and he's like came to, where was it? I think it was like looked like, it wasn't DC, but it would look like some type of area that was modern.
By the way, this is a YouTube exclusive episode right here.
Yeah, we might.
Like the last one, because
Yeah.
definitely not because I forgot to press the record button on the Roadcaster. Definitely not that. But it's just a YouTube exclusive. It's a YouTube exclusive. It's a YouTube exclusive episode here. So number 21, Thor, another just boring movie. I mean, it just wasn't that. I didn't think it was that good. Simple as that.
Bro, I
His
gotta choose
character
one
was
of these.
annoying. I didn't like the side pictures when they had, like, I forgot what the angle was called, but when like they would come to a new scene, like it would be the camera would be like tilted. It kind of angers me a little bit. Kind of triggers me, not gonna lie.
So 11-2-20, and then 11-24-20. So my number 2 one's the one I'm going with, since it was the most recent one I edited. So it's
Okay.
probably the
So you're 20.
21. I had Thor as well.
20, Captain Marvel. Not that I didn't like the movie.
It-
It was just not as good as the
Yeah,
other
it
ones.
wasn't
I
as
would
good as
if
the
I would
others.
prefer to watch the other movies upcoming than Captain Marvel. It just doesn't really relate to that much to what I associate with the Avengers and the MCU.
Yeah, it's a good throwback to kind of like, it's more of a personally.
Kind of sees how like the first Avenger type stuff got really started, as you
Yeah.
can say.
It was
the
just a
whole
good
idea for it.
understanding of like Nick Fury, where he, like, his background and what he did, how Shield started. That's basically all.
Pretty windy out. Hopefully we don't lose power again. That would suck.
Imagine midway through. All right, number 19.
19, I have Iron Man 3.
I have
I
Captain
know this is where we
America, the first Avenger.
see. I have Captain America: The First Avenger pretty high up on here. Not pretty high up.
This is
Middle
back
pack.
from November 20th of my list from 2020. So last year, actually, not like last year. It's only been what?
Yeah.
4 or 5 months.
See, I just would rather watch the Captain America movie,
Over
the
what?
First Avenger, over Iron Man 3. I just feel like it's a cool movie with the whole back in time. Red Skull is in it. Wartime. Did I say wartime? I don't know, but wartime movie. Introduces you to like see like the whole thing with like Captain America, like how he just was created basically. So Iron Man 3 at 19 for me. At 18, Iron Man 2. This was the one with the guy with the whips, right? Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Man 2 was the guy with like the whips. I don't know. It just wasn't. It just didn't really have any like crazy moments. You know,
mean,
like
Elon Musk was in it,
Elon Musk was in it. That's the reason why it's better than Iron Man 3.
and it was their what am I saying? It was the cool suit up scene where he had the briefcase and he like put it on him.
Oh yeah,
and-
that's also the one where he comes down on top of the the fans and the crowd and stuff. That part was pretty cool. But
Also, if I could maybe explain myself before you go on, like,
what do you have at 18?
18, I have Iron Man 2 as well. But for my first Avenger one, I'm just gonna go over it briefly. Not
Well, we can go over it when you get to it, though. Oh wait, no, you already went to it. My bad.
Yeah. So personally, there's some good scenery in it. I just personally didn't like when he was a skinny frail boy. I mean, that's the whole point of this, like the movie, to see his transformation. It was cool. You had Howard Stark in it. It just didn't appeal to me as the other movies. And Iron Man 2, basically what he said, had a few cool scenes, but as I personally like to go on, you'll see in the Star Wars movies when we do the ranking, which we have to do soon.
That's our big one. Well, that's my big one because I know more about Star Wars than I do about Marvel.
Yeah. Personally, I don't like. I made this up. Well, yeah, I don't know who else goes by it, but I say 2 to 5. Like a few good scenes cannot carry a movie to be the best one, because that could go on for Revenge of the Sith. Like there's a few good scenes, the fighting scenes, but we'll get into that. Like that's why I say.
Yeah, that's what we were saying before. Like I remember we said this downstairs. I said, I'm more of like the Star Wars guy on the podcast, and you're more of like the Avengers guy and like MCU. Like I know about the MCU, like I know about that stuff, but you just know more. You know about Star Wars, but I just know more about Star Wars. It's like that. I'm Star Wars guy. You're the Avengers guy, Marvel guy.
Now 17. What you got?
At 17, I have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ooh, at 17 I have Ant-Man.
Like
just a regular Ant-Man movie. Although if you watch the last podcast, which like the YouTube one, which you should have. I don't know why you're watching this one, not the other one. But I said that one of my favorite MCU characters is Ant-Man, because Paul Rudd is one funny guy. But I also like Thor, so don't get it mixed up. So Ant-Man had some good scenes. I loved when Thomas the Train got blown up into size. Well, not actually blown up, but like he got giant. It was the giant train. And personally, the bad guy, he was kind of cool. Just I don't know, self-explanatory.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. I have it at 17 because I just didn't think the bad guy was just that.
It wasn't
that like intimidating.
Yeah.
Or that scary. You know what I'm saying?
So 16. I mean, unless you're not done talking about why it's bad. But 16, I have Iron Man 3. This one I rank higher than Iron Man 2 because, again, the movie was just overall better. The bad guy, what was his name? Killian, right? And that was the guy. And showed the backstory of him, because I feel like I watched a YouTube video the other day saying like what makes a good villain. It was like their motive is clear, their background is like clear, and something else I don't remember, but definitely showed good background for Killian. I liked, and I'm kind of confused on how Pepper Potts was, and I quote, cured of, because didn't she turn into the molten thing that when, like, isn't it when you get angry you turn into like that, you almost explode, or is it when you're stressed?
Wait, someone just told me to turn on the Grammys. What's going on at the Grammys right now?
Grammys are on?
Wait, what?
Alrighty. But in Iron Man 3.
Okay, so anyways, where are we at right now? 16?
Yeah.
Okay, I have Ant-Man at 16. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Alright.
So was Iron Man 3 was the one where his whole house gets like basically blown up, and he meets the younger kid that you see at his funeral. Spoilers. They see it at his funeral in Endgame. But yeah, next 15, I had Ant-Man the Wasp. Honestly, I just thought this movie was good. For the end credit scene is definitely relevant to Endgame, and I don't know, I just like the bad guy, as you said, didn't say like she wasn't really intimidating. I just kind of, she was a glitch, and I thought that was cool for the fighting scenes.
At 15, I have Age of Ultron.
Oh, for a Avengers type of movie, that's kind of low.
It gets a lot of hate. A lot of people have it lower. on their list that I've seen.
Wow.
It just didn't live up to a lot of expectations. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like they could have just done so much more in it.
I don't
I don't
know.
know how else to explain it, really.
I've got it actually pretty high on my list.
They were just kind of,
Personally,
I don't know. Because I remember rewatching. I was like, there's no way that I have this movie so low. And I remember I, like, fell asleep during it. I was like, I mean, it's not that I don't like the movie. It's just not. I just would rather watch the ones above it. That's basically my list. I try and think of what movie I would rather watch, and then I just make the list, throw it down.
all right. What we got now?
14.
14. I have Iron Man.
I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 at 14. Overall, this is like this is when you start entering like the good, like the gooder movies. Gooder. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I really like this movie. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy movies, they're funny. They have good stories in them and stuff. Like, they have like different like fun like characters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Guardians of the Galaxy movies are always good movies, especially the one that's going to be coming out where I think Thor's going to be in it, right? The new Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out. So that's 14. What do you have at 14? Iron Man?
14. Yeah, I have Iron Man. I just honestly, it's a
Mhm.
classic, but I'd rather watch the movies above it than Iron Man. So
13. I have Captain America: The First Avenger.
for
Just a classic. Introduced as Steve Rogers.
for four. Wait, what is this one? 13.
13, yeah. It had the good moments in it where he jumped on top of the bomb before he was even captain, like before he was Captain America when he was still skinny.
Yeah.
The grenade, I should say, and flew the ship into the water.
Yeah, that's. Can I get this to work, please? Why is it not? It's like bugging out for some reason. Wait, what did I just do? Oh no.
Did you make a new note?
I gotta fix my thing real quick.
13 for me, Captain America: The First Avenger.
And then if I fix this to.
It's a key story, honestly, to really understand Cap's character in all the rest of the movies. Why he's always so old and like out of touch with everyone else.
Yeah, he just goes into
'Cause
ice.
he was back in the he lived in the 1940s. And fell asleep and woke up in 2000s.
Where are we? So, what did I say for 13? I said Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1. Honestly, that movie was good. I liked the end scene with the Ronin and, like, honestly, it was kind of just like a more, his goal, I don't think he was going for all the stones. I think what was he even going for? I don't
Ronin?
even-
He's
like-
going for power, basically.
Yeah, because he had the Power Stone, but
But
like,
then he was like gonna turn on Thanos with
Yeah.
it when he got it.
but
He said
hon-
to bring it to him.
yeah. So honestly, if I can't even remember what his purpose was, like what his motive was, clearly wasn't a good movie. Like it was a good with Giant Group, the older group. It was good to see
OG group.
OG group and this how they all meet up and then the dance battle that he was at the end. That's why I have that one so high. Did you say you're 12?
12, I have Doctor Strange.
Hmm.
I really like 12 is like when I start to get to like the elite movies. 12 and up for me is, I don't know if I would say elite. I would say really good. From now on, it's like really good category. So 12, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I like the whole category of like him being like the wizard and like being like this arrogant, stuck-up guy to being like this humble wizard who is just, he seems to just do everything with such ease, you know?
Mm-hmm. At my 12, I have Age of Ultron. Honestly, I don't understand how people don't. I get that it could be a better movie. I just don't understand how people don't like all the Avengers together. I feel like that's what kind of. like,
Yeah, it
made
did have
this-
the part where like Cap partially moved the hammer too.
Yeah, and then Ultron. I don't know. I don't know if I say he was a good bad guy. Not like literally. I mean, like, was he? Like, not like genuinely good. Like he was a good guy. I mean, was he like a good villain? And I think he was a decent one. Had a good story behind it. How Sokovia was basically floating in the air, and it basically caused ripple effects in the future movies, which I also enjoyed, because you're so into the origin, first Avenger. Not my face, but what we got?
11. What do you got?
I have, what the heck is going on with my list right now? It is bugging out OD for some reason. I have Gardens of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I have Black Panther. This is, I feel like, is a very fair spot for Black Panther.
What the?
It's a good movie, but I feel like a lot of people gas it up. It's a really good movie though, because it does have the really good has a really good villain, Killmonger, really good villain. Black Panther is a really good hero, you know, after Civil War when he lost his father and everything. Black Panther is one of my favorite superheroes. Not gonna lie. I mean, that suit can. I mean, the suit's made out of vibranium, right? Like it's nanotech and all that stuff.
Yeah, all I know is there's vibranium that
Like-
basically he absorbs the strikes.
His sister's a legend. Like she does all that
Zuri?
stuff at such a young age. I mean, it's like a cool story of this hidden place in Africa that has like that's like rich in vibranium
And that was
and
what?
is like superior to everyone else.
That was what?
It's hidden.
Like ranked wise, what was that number?
11.
11.
Mm-hmm. It's hard because I could put this up higher.
I
It's
already
so
gave
hard
my
to
11,
do.
Right? I already gave my 11. I said volume.
Guardians of the Galaxy. 10. I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
10. You have 1. All right.
Mm-hmm.
For 10, I have the Winter Soldier. But I'm gonna go say why my 11 because I don't think I said anything.
Oh.
No, but I liked Volume 2 because you basically see that Peter Quill was actually a god. He was half god because his dad was basically this almighty being of like he could like create planets. And it was kind of crazy. It was cool not death scene. Cool fight scene at the end, and I don't know. You had to know the characters that he was with a little more, and yeah, he gives up being a god just so because he basically heard that his dad killed his mom with that because he planted the tumor in her head. You get to know Peter a little better and how he loves his Walkman because didn't his mom give it to him? Great music out of the Walkman.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies does have the best soundtrack.
Then you see
That's a
Baby
fact.
Groot.
Yeah.
But 10 Winter Soldier, honestly, that movie I feel like it's slept on a lot of the time. And yeah, basically.
Really, a lot of people I feel like would rank Winter Soldier a lot higher. A lot of people have it top 5. I've seen people have it top 3.
Really? I thought I had it pretty high, honestly, because I thought people had it lower for some reason.
It's
But,
it's a really good sequel. I was looking at like best sequels list and Captain America: The Winter Soldier was on like one of like best sequels.
Nice.
Pretty good sequel. Not gonna lie to
Some
Captain
good-
America: The First Avenger.
Good fighting scenes.
It's introduced
Nice.
Falcon.
Oh yeah, on your left.
So what was that?
That was 10.
That was 10. I had Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, just funny movie. Ronan, Power Stone introduces you to all that stuff. Kind of gives you a little taste of it.
Did you have Volume
leading up
1
to
over?
Infinity War.
Did you have volume 1 over Volume 2 or is Volume?
Yeah,
2
I had Volume 1 at 10 and Volume 2 at 14. And 9.
9. I had Black Panther. You
I had
basically
Iron
went
Man.
over why
Mhm.
it's a good movie.
I had Iron Man. You know, just the classic. I am Iron Man. You know, a lot of character development from being this arrogant person, which he still is. Obviously, just his character. To like not really caring about anything else, and then he gets captured and realizes how much damage his weapons are doing to people all around. So it really and then he grows and wants to be Iron Man to help stop this stuff. So
Black
good
Panther,
character development.
also another great movie with soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar. You gonna pay
For Black Panther, yeah, Black Panther does have a really good soundtrack too. I forgot to mention that. At 9, you had Black Panther. At 8, I have the Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier. What just happened? Okay. Winter Soldier,
Oh no! Oh wait, I
really
saw-
good sequel.
I thought the sound wasn't working.
No, that would suck. Winter Soldier, really good sequel. Whole thing with Bucky, which is a key point. especially with the new TV show coming out, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which some people are saying right now that it's going to start off with Cap's funeral because he's old now.
Oh yeah, like rest in peace, Cap. I've heard
Mhm.
that. Mine is Doctor Strange. I just really enjoyed
Chase
the
likes
time.
Doctor Strange.
The time stone just interests me a lot because it's crazy how. Also, like what you said, he was a great surgeon, and he basically was broken after
The car accident.
after the car accident, which he got in because he was talking to someone. And he was like in that call, he was basically denying a bunch of cases that wasn't going to like that he
He was
thought
going to ruin his perfect
yeah,
record.
Yeah, because he was like, he was a
Stuck
great
up.
surgeon. He was stuck up, and the breaking, like getting that accident really humbled him.
Yeah,
He was
these
desperate.
that's the one thing about MCU movies. They have really like strong character development, like going from like this like person that doesn't really care about anyone to being this person that cares about everyone, basically, trying to help everyone out.
And you meet the ancient one, which it'd be kind of cool to see her background, how she become the ancient.
I
like,
can't,
becomes
bro.
the ancient.
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is gonna be so good.
But yeah, time
Hopefully.
stone.
Lot of
Dormammu.
hype.
Dormammu. I feel like that was great. I don't know about the like graphics, but they were some crazy scenery. Especially how he didn't even win. He just kept dying on repeat for basically humanity,
Mm-hmm.
and he bargained with Dormammu.
Bargain, Conor Dormammu. And at that was 8, right?
Yeah.
So 8, I had Winter Soldier. 7, Thor Ragnarok. I mean, this movie saved Thor's character, because the past 2 Thor movies everyone knows was bad. They were both bad.
They're both actually under 20.
Yeah,
They're
they were both really
21
bad.
and 22 for me.
I mean, it was really good to see like the Hulk and Thor combo there.
That's
it
why
also
Civil
brought in the
War is
whole
good.
thing with his sister and
Oh,
Ragnarok, and where he like came in and just destroyed the whole army that she had.
Yeah, because basically his hammer was just to channel his power, but now like he realized that he doesn't need his hammer to use his power.
What song came on when he came down?
It was the one song.
Bro, how do I not know that? How do I not remember this? Because that was such like an iconic moment.
It was Thor Ragnarok.
Why does that's bothering me so much right now? But anyways, 7 Thor Ragnarok, easily number 7.
I
Really
actually
good movie.
had Civil War. Although, probably rank it higher, honestly, because it was just all your heroes fighting against each other, and they introduced Spider-Man, which was honestly, I thought I watched the reactions in theater. I thought it would have been crazier to see like Spider-Man like actually be in it, other than him just grabbing the shield. But
Mhm.
I guess people didn't find it very exciting.
Did you find the song?
I mean, I was pulling up my list to find my 6th one, but
I'll look it up real quick.
let's see.
Probably shouldn't play it over.
It is. What's this song?
Oh, I think it was an immigrant song. I think that's what it's called.
What are you the god of again, brother?
Yeah, we can't. I'm not gonna play it over because I don't want to get flagged.
But the other 2 Thor movies definitely like made you understand the relationship between Thor and Loki. How Loki still tries to like trick or like get back at Thor, or just like kind of hurt him. And
Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
but yeah, Thor Ragnarok, you got to see them actually working together for a little bit,
Mhm.
because Odin disappears or dies. I don't know what you.
Mhm.
And they kind of unite as brother and brother.
So at 6, I have Civil War. I mean, we introduced Spider-Man, all the Avengers together fighting. It's something like you've never really seen before in a
and
movie
Zemo.
like this.
Zemo, I don't know if you
Zemo's
guys
coming
are.
back.
I don't know if you guys are watching the new Disney Marvel Legends, but it's on Disney Plus, and basically it's probably less than 15 minutes of just an overall like like clips from the characters in the movies, and Zemo actually used the Winter Soldier to find the clip of him killing Iron Man's parents, and that's
Mhm.
how it basically turned out on
Turn
the
the
end.
Avengers against each
Yeah.
other, and yeah. So that's what's your number 6?
That red book. The red well, that's not, but the red book that basically made the Bucky Barnes the Winter Soldier. That's a crucial part in the whole Marvel thing. But my 6th is Thor Ragnarok. Just
Mm-hmm.
save this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 5, I have Far From Home. It was
Same
a really
here.
good sequel to Spider-Man: Homecoming. You know, where the whole thing with Mysterio adds a really good villain to the Spider-Man universe there, and sets up a really good, another really good movie because now everyone knows who Spider-Man is. So it really like the suspense. It's like, what's gonna happen now? He's on the run now, basically. No Way Home. Next Spider-Man.
Like crazy how the graphics, like with the whole illusions.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
There's projections and
Yeah.
stuff. What's your number 5?
Number 5.
Oh wait, you said Far From Home.
Yeah.
That's pretty loud.
What you got number 4?
Homecoming.
I have Avengers.
I have Homecoming at 4 because I can watch that movie every month and not get tired of it. I can watch that movie all the time. It's just it just shows that one good moment where he lifts the building that collapsed on him off of him. You know, has that point where he said, "I'm nothing without this suit," and then
Iron
gets
Man's
taken
like-
away, and
Iron
then
Man's
he
like,
gets
"You're
this-
nothing without the suit.
and then
You
he
can't have it.
and then he doesn't have the suit, and he ends up defeating the bad guy and saving the Avengers stuff and all whatever.
After the whole
And
building
then he got the
fell on
suit
him.
back, so really good. What'd you have it for?
Avengers.
Avengers.
Honestly, great to see the original 6 just all fighting together against Loki, who is actually in Endgame. That's where he goes on to make
Yeah.
the series coming out.
I mean, it was one of the biggest crossovers of all time. At like when it first happened. I mean, it was huge. That's not. I have Avengers at
Hulk-
number 3.
Hulk gets the shine in that movie.
It was. I mean, it
That's
was
the
a huge
secret,
moment.
Kat. I'm always angry.
All of them were all together. All right. What's your number 3?
Number 3, Homecoming. Love that movie. Spider-Man.
Can't disagree with that. Number 2, Endgame.
Number 2, Infinity War.
And my number 1, of course, is Infinity War. And your number 1.
Is the Dark World.
My number 1
Endgame.
is actually The Incredible Hulk. We did this whole list backwards. Imagine? No.
That'd be kind of crazy.
So my number 2 is Endgame. My number 1 is Infinity War.
It's switched.
Your number 2 is Infinity War. And your number 1 is Endgame. So 1 for me, Infinity War. 1 for him, Endgame. So,
Both movies were probably the best movies that dropped during that time. Like 2018, Infinity War, definitely the best Marvel movie that dropped during that time.
Mhm.
And Endgame, once again, another. I think it was the box office. It was the top box office.
yeah, it
at
is
one
right
point.
now. Most money ever made for a movie. But now they're re-releasing Avatar in the movie theaters just so he can take that title back.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even lying. They're re-releasing it.
What a scum, you know? What
I
I'm
know,
saying?
right? They're real, and now they're gonna bring back Avengers Endgame. No, if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield
That
are
might-
in that,
That might break.
that's
the
gonna
box
double
office.
it. That would be huge. But
Imagine. But
Yeah.
explanation for why you have
I have Infinity
Endgame.
War at 1. This was very hard to choose between putting Endgame and Infinity War at 1. I've gone back and forth multiple times, but now I think it's here to stay. Infinity War at 1, you never see the bad guys die. They died all in this one right here. Even though you knew they were going to end up coming back and surviving in Endgame, because like they're not going to kill off Spider-Man, like that's just not.
they couldn't. They had
Have
him, like,
money.
what,
Like there's
to
too much
lose.
money to lose. Like if they killed Spider-Man, there wouldn't be another Spider-Man movie unless they made it a prequel. But Infinity War, it was devastating to watch. I mean, like
definitely came out of the
Spider-Man
movie,
dies,
like at least tearing up
Doctor Strange dies,
when the ending.
Black Panther dies, everyone dies. They're all gone. Except for like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow.
It was kind of cool seeing him
Okay.
collect all the stones.
Yeah, with the farm scene, because that was another thing in the comic books where like Thanos lost, and he went to the farm, which is where he was at the end of Infinity War. He was like here to rest. That was another thing in the comics, and they had that in the movie, which I've heard a lot of people say that, like the fans of the comics, say that that was like really good that they did that. They're happy about that because a lot of times the movies aren't much like the comics, so this made them happy. I'm not really a big comic guy, but you know, Infinity War, my number one. Endgame, a lot of it just felt forced to me. Like the whole coming back scene gives me chills still. Like you knew it was coming, you know. It was still really good though the way they did it. But Infinity War just still number one. And they had the whole scene with Thor coming in and just going crazy against everyone.
Yeah, that was definitely a good scene.
Another thing in Endgame I didn't like was how Thor was just so worn down and just such a bum. Didn't care, just
Yeah, but then
overweight.
you had Korg in there. Korg with new Master 69. I thought that was, although right like now thinking of it, it's kind of cringy. When you saw the Fortnite in the movie,
Yeah,
everyone
well,
was
they had
kinda
to deal with him. Fortnite was really popular back then.
Mhm.
I mean,
definitely cool to see. He dropped that salty, by the way.
but Endgame was Endgame was just crazy to watch in the theaters. Like I've never had like an experience like that ever. People were going crazy. It was insane.
Honestly, like the first Avengers movie, when it was Cap and Tony basically arguing with each other. My goodness, what am I saying? Cap said that Tony would never be the one to lay on the wire and like to take a sacrifice, and then Tony responded saying like everything special out of you came from a bottle, and then you have the two iconic scenes where one, Iron Man snaps,
Sacrifices his life for the rest of the world, or in
and
the rest of the universe, actually.
then you have Cap picking up Mjolnir, which you saw in Age of Ultron, like
Yep.
him nudging it. Well, not nudging, like barely picking it up,
Hmm
moving it a little, and just seeing him.
They were
use it
both really good movies. I
through
mean,
the shield, then through the hammers, Sonic Blast.
they're both really good movies. But I just have to put Infinity War on top.
Honestly, I was just about to say why it's my favorite movie, but I can't. Jake would probably know why it's my favorite movie.
What, Endgame?
Yeah, it has to do with the Power Stone at the end of the
Oh.
movie. But we're not gonna go there because basically
Because funny.
Yeah, and like
And
good to see, because Homecoming, or was it Civil War? I think it was Homecoming. I'm not 100% sure. But Tony went to go grab the door, and then Peter went in for a hug, and then Tony was like, I'm not giving you a hug. Like this, I'm just opening the door. And then in Endgame.
we're not there yet. He said when he.
Yeah,
they
we're
were
not there yet. And then in Endgame, he actually, like Peter, or Spider-Man comes down, and then he hugs him. It was like.
There's a lot of like these little like connections here
Connections.
throughout the MCU and stuff.
Definitely.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
In Black Widow, releasing in May. Sushi.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean,
coming out.
I would personally enjoy doing like watch a movie then go out and give a review, but I don't know. Jake might watch it.
Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be taking the SAT in May. I think like right around that time.
Jake might.
We can go watch it like after I take, because when does it come out? May 7th. I think I take the SAT May 8th. So
Oh,
maybe we can watch it May 8th.
I guess he'll be watching it for the first time, while I watch it for enjoyment, and then I'll watch it to judge it. You know?
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay. Like with me and you, these little connections.
Crazy,
But,
crazy. Infinity War though, great movie. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out later tonight what he like if the Ancient One took the time stone out of the air, if she had it in the locket as well. Because what was the whole? There's plenty of videos out there of the significance of picking out the time stone from the stars. Like
Another thing Endgame did though was it led to like being able to create all these shows. You know, with Falcon and Winter Soldier, because Cap went back in time.
yeah, another connection. Captain America, the first Avenger,
And
which
Loki
is-
series where he takes the Tesseract. That's gonna be a
Yeah, and
TV
then-
show now.
So, when Steve Rogers was in whatever, I don't know the place that it's not high on my list, so I wouldn't rewatch it. I'm gonna end up doing it though, just so I can put a higher. so
What,
you
Captain
can get-
America First Avenger?
Yeah. So, the guy, I don't know who it was, tells him, like, you're a good soldier. What is it? You're a good man, not the perfect soldier, or something along those lines. Something along those lines, right? And that's what, I think that's what Captain America or Steve Rogers says at the end of Endgame, like, you're a good man. To what's his name? Anthony Mackie.
Falcon.
Falcon. What's his real name in the? Well, not real name. What's his name in the show? It's.
Bro.
It's.
Why is that? Why am I so bad with this stuff?
It is. Why is I'm drawing a blank?
Sam Wilson.
Sam Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why he gives him the shield. If you didn't already know, all like we said before, little connections, but that's basically our Marvel movies ranked. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like think that one of these movies are too low or too high, and you want to
Leave a comment.
Yeah,
leave a comment on what you think about our rankings here. So let me just go down the list. Let's go down the list one last time before we sign off. So, me, starting with 23, The Incredible Hulk, Thor the Dark World, Thor, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man, Age of Ultron, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Captain America, The First Avenger, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Iron Man, The Winter Soldier, Thor Ragnarok, Civil War, Far From Home, Homecoming, Avengers Endgame, and Avengers Infinity War at 1.
And then for my list, I have from worst to best, I have The Incredible Hulk, Thor the Dark World, Thor, Captain Marvel, Captain America, The First Avenger, Iron Man 2, Ant-Man, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Iron Man 1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Captain America, Age of Ultron, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Avengers Civil War, Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man Far From Home, Avengers, Spider-Man Homecoming, Avengers Infinity War, and at number 1, Avengers Endgame. Personally, if Black Widow is not top 10 material, I'm going to be very disappointed. I mean, I'll be happy if she makes it top 12. Like, it should be below Thor Ragnarok.
So
maybe above Doctor Strange. Because basically her
it's going to be hard to beat Doctor Strange, but that's pretty much all the time that we have today. So hopefully maybe top 13. Maybe 13 I'll be happy.
Better than Captain Marvel, for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe next we might go live like Tuesday or something, maybe fill out NCAA bracket if they still let us do that. Maybe we'll go live, fill out our own bracket together on live. We're going to go live. We're going to go live.
Facebook Live?
No, not Facebook Live. We don't have followers on Facebook. But make sure to go follow us on Instagram and TikTok, both at France Podcast and at France Podcast on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Turn post notifications on. Yeah.
And make sure to favorite and download our podcast on Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, and Google Podcasts.
So leave a comment if you have any, if you disagree, if you agree with our rankings, just leave a comment. Thanks for listening.